integration of cosine, sine, and tangent functions. So let's have a look at example. So let's say we have cosine 7x d of x. So the coefficient of the x becomes a fraction, and the cosine becomes sine 7x plus c. So if you don't know how to integrate the sine cosine functions, just make sure you watch my other recording on cosine sine function integration. So the cosine becomes sine. So let's look at another example on cosine again. So this case, an expression with a constant. So again, the coefficient of the x becomes a fraction, so 1 over 8. So the cosine becomes sine, and we write the two terms, which is 8x minus 4 plus c, which is the constant. So that was the cosine. So let's have a look at a sine example. Again, the coefficient of the x becomes a fraction, but the sine becomes a negative cosine, so negative 1 over 4, and the sine becomes cosine, and we write everything else plus c. So let's say another expression with this time a constant in it, two terms, could be 4 terms, doesn't matter, so 2 terms this time. Again, the coefficient of the x we write it as a fraction, and the sine becomes cosine, and we write our whole expression, which is 5x plus 7. So that is cosine and sine. Let's have a look at tan. So if I have a tangent function, so let's say tan 7x d of x. So again, we still have got the coefficient of the x as to be the fraction. So that is negative 1 over 7. So in this case, the only difference is you have got natural log in it, and you put a bracket, you open a bracket with the absolute sign cos. So the expression, which is 7x, goes inside plus c. Alright, so let's look at another example on tangent function. Tangent is a little bit different. Again, it's going to be 1 over 4, the natural log. So you open a bracket, the absolute sign, cosine 4x minus 6 plus the absolute sign plus c. One last example. And that's it for the integration of sine, cosine, and tangent functions.